great setup when you come towards the jungle support that can work together. And Abbedagge, if he has the same performance he did yesterday in his ear, should be in a good spot, especially when you look at BDS. This is a team that definitely wants you to try and come down for that play on bot side. So XL were in a position to counteract. Weird timing for Shao to try and start that one up.
To take away the Dragon. Limit here looking for Lebrov. Flash available, but there's the TP immediately. Lebrov rooted for the second counter route coming out as Patrick looks for the damage. Limit's going to fall. Lebrov's going to survive, and Adam goes all out onto Patrick. Patrick still has the flash, but dashes into the wall. It's a double for Adam as he TPs to save 2 kills of the game and going over to him. It did give Odoamne a little bit of time with that top lane towers. Limit Hex flashes forward. There's the root on Crowny. No summoners on him. A good turret will stop Limit from landing the hook, but Abbedagge's here to help out. Slides him back into the team, and Crowny falls. First kill of the game. Their way towards it. Crowny's base being stopped means that he's sitting on about 1.4k. That he hasn't been able to spend. Shao, though, is going to get locked up, pulled back, the twisted advance, and it doesn't even matter that they don't have the Maokai ultimate, because once again, towards, looks like the mid lane, but he needs to put that down, otherwise it's timing out. There we go. I think he Jim in terms of AD carries. Kraken complete already. Has the BF and a crit cloak as well, an extra 400 gold.
So then you can actually trade for mid, get a little bit of vision, and then make something of this. But because they're just in a position where 3 dragons now over to XL and maybe more.
Peach training onto Adam here. Limit with a good hook. The root comes out as well, and Limit takes the kill. Work on these minions. That's going to be another tier 2 unstoppable onslaught used by Odoamne to defend the tier 1 in the top lane. XL and does have the TP if he needs to join.
Yeah, and I think that's where XL are kind of struggling a little bit here. They're a bit slow off the reset to get into position, especially with Abbedagge, who wasn't in top side. They're a bit worried about a TP and a potential play, so Abbedagge can't actually go towards the bottom side to try and save it.
There's the depth charge as well. Nature's Grass coming out. Shao realizes the Bob's being caught out, gets rooted up. The TP coming in as Adam looks to join the fight. BDS advancing, Adam dashing forward to Peach. Peach no flash as he tries to get away. He's locked up, he's grounded. And we'll see him another day as he falls to nuke. XL now have to be cautious around the fact that this Baron could be a target for BDS. No jungler on the enemy team means that you can just call for it, especially with the Calibrum and Crescendum combination and a Cassio to boot. Patrick, Rucola, kills the buff, the crit helps, and now Adam's hooked up. He's diving on towards Abbedagge, he'll flash away. Shao going forward as well. Glacial Prism on Odoamne, but it's a battle on 2 fronts as Nuke and Adam keep Abbedagge in limit at bay. In the end, the Baron stopped. BDS unable to get it.
You just end up moving your jungler to bot side for no reason. That could be a very disastrous move.
Baron down to 6,000 HP. Abbedagge on his way. Peach still in mid lane. 3,000 now on it. Limit trying to go in. Adam trying to keep that front line alive. The Baron secured. Can BDS get out? Nature's Grass coming in from the side. A good double knocker as well with the depth charge. And already Crowny's down. Adam falls as well. 3 members of BDS able to walk out. Wounded.
They don't end up to get out. They lose a lot of damage on bot turret. They'll lose mid turret. They should lose Dragon Soul as well, as that is just about spawning without
down in 2 minutes time. The only saving grace for BDS is that they denied the Soul and the Baron in terms of flashes. Well, Patrick does have hits, but has no ultimate, and Limit, no flash on him either. Death charge hits onto Crowny. Nature's Grass comes in from the side as well. Adam TPing in, but he is very separated from the rest of his team. Good news for him is it's only the Azir trying to work his way through him right now. Polymorph on Odoamne as Adam continues to go forward. Peach dodges away from the Glacial Prison there with a twisted advance. Adam having a dash away. Unstoppable onslaught will lock up Adam, and he's gone to meet his maker. Alongside Eve, it seems B as well can be pushed in here by XL. Odo will be able to demolish this tower, being the weak side. And now XL, after they see BDS's reactions, can just come back up here and take this.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Bam, guys.
Yeah, I was just, you know, going for Tokyo Drift in my head. That song was just going, but
I can't remember the song off the top of my head, and Shao can't remember what it's like to be alive. Caught out once again where they can, but Odo's having none of that. Counter TP now again from Adam, but Abbedagge, he just slides him away from it. Hey, mate, not allowed down there today. As Odo, fuck you, as Odo looks to step forward to Shao here. Nature's Grass coming out, and once again, BDS a little bit isolated. Shao has to jump across the wall. Vision in the pit for BDS. Decimating smash coming out from Odoamne. The hook from Limit lands onto the backline. Wild growth going out from Lebrov. Unstoppable onslaught from Odoamne as Lebrov flashes away, and now BDS stepping forward once again. But look at the health bars in comparison. Lebrov down to half HP. XL still very healthy as Adam flashes forward and pulls back the Zaya. The shutdown comes out, and now BDS at a man advantage. They open up onto Odoamne. Petrifying gaze coming out from Newt. He's going to try and kill off Abbedagge, and they get another. And Crowny has all the time in the world to open up. Not the best guns for it, though. Purple-green is not a great combination as Peach flashes back forward. Peach will take Lebrov, but he will pay for it with his life. Helps out Peach just a tad there. If they do manage to kill off that backline, they can then work their way through the front line. The issue is they've never been able to get there. You can see the damage that Abadage was able to put out, even though he was locked up for the majority of the fight. You have to kill him off quick if you're BDS. XL, though, will be licking their wounds a little bit in this next minute and a half. They're still in prime position to win this game. They are still a couple of thousand gold ahead. They still have a 3-item at any moment, and I think a problem for BDS is their range in these sorts of pushes. You don't have the longest range composition, but you can look for the engage. Diving forward onto Limit here, who tries to hook himself away, gets another hook and takes, just healed. No! Takes over to the poison, and Nuke with Cyanide takes the life of Limit. Spawn.
No real control for BDS over the waves. This is going to make it very difficult. XL immediately going to start up Baron. What can BDS do?
It's already down to 7,000 HP. Nature's Scar's coming out. Mikhail's used on Sheo so he can get into the pit. Miasma goes down onto Odoamne, but a good hit from Limit will catch out. Nuke, Petrifying Gaze coming out as well, but the roots from the Blade Call Up and Patrick absolutely shred through BDS. And they've already got the Baron have XL, and they've got another kill to boot. Crowny Adam on the
soldiers from Abadage, and they rinse through the front line of BDS, and now they want to try and do the same on the base.
It's going to be at least double inhib. XL with 2 waves pushing in, could look backing away to try and defend his team. Peach then went back in. It was a 50-50. The smite went over to XL, and perhaps with it, they have hope now in closing out this game. Abadage is going to shuffle Adam away. TP available for the top laner and the mid laner of XL. Adam can join this fight. Elder down to 7,000. Sheo's already lost 1 smite fight before. Glacial Prism going down, and the smite from Peach. He flashes in, he secures it, and it's all done. You have to feel the lasers of death start to find their marks. Crowny dashing away. He can survive. They don't care. There are super minions in the base as XL will look to tie up the amount of wins that they had in spring. We're only halfway through week 2, and they're going to make it 2 again. And perhaps it's signs of life for XL in their hunt to make it to the season finals.
It's been a while since we've been able to celebrate XL, but it feels good as Patrick is going to take down the Nexus turrets, and XL managing to take down BDS and bring themselves 1 step closer on that path.
The luck
You can't really spot where Nico's coming from, so suddenly she can get a lot more creative flanks off, and she can work really well. So honestly, I love what Vitality are bringing to the table. I think they have a really good answer into what Astralis are bringing.
By Finn towards the bottom lane, and Vitality see it and call off any further play.
It's nice timing from the.
That is a good call. Fighting is fun.
Well, we're going to get one anyway, so here you go,
It's
Medic.
Parks. He pops, he blossoms, and immediately he gets the root down on to Leader, who flashes away, but he's chased down. Junghoon doing what he can as well. Copy coming in. Vitality strike first. They make Astralis bleed, an upset. Lightning crashes in, dashing forward as well. So difficult to deal with Azeri in this sort of position. The roots come back. And
Easily, boss.
just
too difficult. But upset. Going to be managing getting a few plates on that bottom side as well. Now Photon immediately TPing back up. Far braver here. We'll have to see though who he's going to collide with.
U3 from Photon, just wide of Kobe. Bo here as well. Junghoon knocked back with Pathmaker, pulled back with the All Out. And Vitality. They have backed away from it. Junghoon's still only level 5. Means that he doesn't have access to that quickness. And the lead that Astralis needed to get in the early game has not materialized. Do next after getting more gold over onto Leader. There is a TP ward behind here, but it's only Perks that has a TP there. Will charge through as well, and looks like Vitality giving up pressure on the Dragon, at least for the moment, to make sure that they could get that mid-tier 1. Leader rooted up with the Tangled Barbs. Copy in 113 will take this. Photon in a flank position, but is he the flanker or the flanky? That's a pretty powerful point to be at if they can get there before this next Drake.
But it's also like, okay, we've just committed 2 people to bot side. That's terrible.
What's more entertaining, the cheers for killing pink wards or Perks getting caught? Stunned up, rooted up, lightning crash coming out, the Heartbreaker, but already the pop blossom for Perks and the stopwatch buying so much time. Bo dives in. Kobe untouched on the backline, but so's upset. Photon just stepping forward into the faces of Astralis. And the stopwatch from Perks was perfect as Kobe pops the feathers to escape. 2 kills to the good. Vitality. Baron down to 2,000. 113, no way into the pit. The Baron, you have to feel, will be secured by Vitality. Bo with the smite takes it down. Junghoon looking for a flank position as Astralis continue to try and find a way into the fight. Leader TPing behind, last breath onto 1, but that allows Kaiser Bo and the rest of Vitality to escape. Yes, Perks is dead, but was it worth it? Draft that Paranoia doing so much work for Vitality. Means that Leader cannot see the backline. We'll be able to get back to defend their base. A lickety split. And there is the Dragon going down. 2 apiece now.
Houndini.
That's good. But I prefer Labracadabrador. Hundini. Anyway, 1-1-3 looking for a flank as Photon dashes in. Q3 pulls back with the all-out, unstoppable with the Pathmaker and the rest of Vitality trying to collapse. Photon, though, still able to dodge away. The charm comes out, and this might be huge. Astralis find one. Bo pops the stopwatch. Upset trying to put the damage down from the side, but Finn's going to lock him up. Perk's coming in as well with the pop blossom, but Vitality are just way too deep. They tried to do too much, and they paid for it in blood. Astralis 5 up for North. Defeated, and now Astralis able to even out the gold scores. 2 tier 2s for them as well, and that was off Vitality hovering around mid lane. Looks like he's going to be there to push that wave in. The rest of Astralis can't react and back away. Paranoia coming out. Bo going very deep. Dodges the Everfrost, but can't dodge the cask. And Bo almost falls with the Pop Blossom dodged by Kobe with the feathers. 1-1-3 going forward with a Heartbreaker. And this is in a 4v5. Astralis trying to turn it back around. Photon locked up for the moment. Leader comes in.
They can't get themselves into position to threaten Baron at all. And you're never actually walking in blind as Astralis to anything that Vitality have to offer.
Astralis start up the Baron. How are you going to react, Vitality? Bo does have the Paranoia, but no vision in the pit to really spot anyone out. The Baron already taken. Finn pushing in mid. Now going to start to move his way across. Will be spotted on the control ward. Perks has the Pop Blossom. Is currently cosplaying as Bo. There we are. Pop Blossom. Flash lands it onto, and immediately the shutdown comes out, and that's the power of the Nico. Last breath in by Leader, but that's his last breath as well. John Hoon caught out with the Paranoia. He's going to get chased away by Bo, and his Bo can tank it up. You have the Lulu in pocket as well for those shields, the help picks helping you out, and that will be
potential threat coming in here. I think that's why they brought Finn down, but now Bo.
Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo.
No, Bo. You got Finn once more escorting the minion wave in, but he's actually looking for the flank on this turret, and Perks and Co aware that they're just going to back away.
As well for the next little while. Dragon started up. That's going to melt. That's absolutely being shredded like a knife through butter. Bo goes in afterwards. Doesn't even land the fear. 1-1-3 going back forward. Bo pops the spell shield, but then finds the backline, and the last breath comes in as well. Perk's going to pop the Pop Blossom. Leader trying to get onto Ward's Upset, who will fall as well, and it's a shutdown for Astralis. Bo's able to take one in response, but all of Vitality are left by the wayside as Astralis clean them up. 1-1-3 on a rampage. Astralis on a rampage. Photon TPing to try and defend his base, but you have to feel he needs a few more electrons to defend this nucleus right now. Finn and 1-1-3 will continue to push in. And Astralis, after what was a pretty disappointing early game, have turned this game on its head.
Finn managing to make the hero play at the end, sets up perfectly. Photon will go golden, but he will fall as this one comes through.
Kaiser's here. There's a Gargoyles as well. I'm not sure he falls even to the last breath, and he's cleared out most of the minions. There's one cannon surviving. Photon's still alive. No one about to come off their death timers, though. It was a valiant effort from Kaiser.
There for sure. And the thing is, it's really important today that he shows up in a big way, because yesterday he had a difficult game for sure. Because the overall first week one very good. Week 2. Very important for both.
The level 3 Sage gang. This has become.
Yo, flashing out to safety. 2, 3, looking for 4. That's going to be a stun. Should be a first blood. Well played.
Also having to commit the TP early. Maurang trying to invade. Mercer will spot it out.
Okay. Initial lockdown. Flack can now follow up with a root. Maurang should just be dead here. Larson's kind of okay. 1 or 2 plates pretty easily.
Ankos, you're going to flash in for this. You don't have mid push right now. Your AD carry is pushing in bot lane.
This is a bit psycho. Okay, the hook, the follow-up. They're just trying to bully Maurang right now. Comp still staying in the area, but Flacken has great guns for a fight and an XP advantage. Larson on the backside, level 6 to VTO's level 5. Maurang now trying to retreat.
Oh, he gets out.
They don't quite have the follow-up. The Calibrum Q going to connect, but the shield is there to deny it. Koi advantage, but he's already mid lane, so it just does not matter.
A lot of handshaking going on right now. But again, I think both teams look at this. Okay, wait, it's turned Dutch into Spanish.
No, that's not what we need. Flacken, Comp now getting aggressive here. Flacken now turning it back with extra healing. It's Larson on the backside, knocking him in the midst of the team. He's trying to spam, but red-white, not enough. That's the TP play you called out earlier. Larson now getting a reset. He's going to be able to jump out of safety. He's grounded for now, but he knocks him out of the ground, and Yankos! You can't be doing that, Larson! Gets the reset out to safety. Enough ammo in the white gun to tear through the tower, but Comp on his lonesome.
You are the gun enthusiast, aren't you?
I am a gun enthusiast.
That's why they were able to chase the fight down. Either way, no kills end up going down. Another tower will drop. I say another tower.
Flash out to safety. Mercer barely ticking health bar, 130 HP, able to walk away, but it zones him off the tower. Plays into punish, but making plays of their own around the map definitely feels like a step up.
I'm still hesitant of their mid game, which, I mean, it was definitely a difficult best of 3 to go up against. But
Kept this going.
Malrang's
Malrang
like,
has to
if I
wait
stay
for his Q
still,
to come back. No! Oh! Now what?
Heretics have started it.
The
to get the TPing.
The non-aggression pact has been broken. Everybody's ready to fight.
He's back in the pit.
3K, it's getting lower. Malrang, is it the longest con we've ever seen? Comp now gonna get knocked up on the backside. There's not a ton of follow-up damage. But the Malrang also gonna hit immediately. They're getting kicked off. Oh no! Devastation! Malrang just wanted to leash. They just wanted to try to cheekily do some damage to the
There
Baron.
would be no aggression upon starting the Baron, but that voided the terms and agreements.
Yep.
They
Gotta
did
read
not
the fine
read
print.
the fine print.
In Team Heretics court, pushing through, should be able to break down this tier 1 with ease. We'll see how many tier 2s they can get on this first Baron. Pushing forward!
That was a lot of damage from Flathead. They'll
That was
still get
huge.
the tower. Iron Wave. Jankos is just going to tank this one up.
Breaking down tier 2 at least. Nice little golden Jack Drake to Team Heretics. Set up there, hook now going to land. Malrang on the front line, still taking a lot of damage. Off to the side is Shigenda. Shigenda is big here, trying to get his way into the back line. Flacket so far has not had a big effect. The ulti gonna go a little bit wide here. Gwen still standing. Shigenda trying to dash to safety, but that's one kill. Now the follow from VTO, the slow on multiple members. Flacket, Gale forcing forward, trying to keep the fight in their favor. But as long as Malrang is alive, there's a hope. He's got no flash, but his Q is up. Can he steal it? No. Stack up as many shots as he
That
can.
makes sense. That makes sense.
The audience is done. They've opted for a topic change. Say enough about the guns.
Fight.
Shigenda on the flank is big. Flacket currently untouched on the backside, trying to stack as many shotguns as possible. He's only going to hit a few decent guns, but they're fighting right into the choke. Flacket now needs to fire back if they want to get anything done. Malrang grounded briefly. A single member taken out. Only Mercer.
But this Baron is gone.
Taking a bit of damage here and burn through this one so damn quick. There's really no chance to respond. Team Heretics is going to get the fight in the meantime. The mark down for Flacket, going to lay a bit. Getting aggressive here. Trying to take some space, which again is still just hovering on the flank, but that's the miss now taken out. Maybe they get the fight started. The Everfrost, the root, the stopwatch now used. Ultimate coming out to try and disengage. Mercer already down. Evie already so damn low. VTO, Flacket, Jankos, 3 members versus the world. Evie over the wall, but so low. Comp just laying down a bit of poke here. Malrang eyes focused on the prize. Infernal Soul, the name of the game for Koi here. 50-50, and Jankos manages to take it away. Both teams now at soul point, but Team Heretics need to get the hell out of Dodge. They will retreat, hit him with a thumbs up, and walk away happy to have the Drake.
Wow, Jankos with a really important steal. Koi, while they do secure the Baron, if they had gotten the Soul as well, that likely could have been game. But now, with Vito and Flacket still alive, they can look to try and hold the line. A minute still left on this Baron. Koi looking to do as much damage as they can. And Flacket, he's going to have to concede this. This will be an inhibitor for Koi.
Big to take out the inhibitor. Malrang now descending on the mid lane, trying to burn some cooldowns out from VTO. Happy to have tier 2. Koi overall, yes, it sucks not to get the Infernal, but breaking open the inhibitor line as a result of that fight is still favorable. Maybe they can keep this one going. Lock up onto VTO, the stun down, the follow-up. They're looking to end the game. They don't want to miss out on this opportunity, but Flacket, he fires back, deleting the jungler. The root, the follow-up is there. Mercer, does he want to turn this one, but Comp is too strong. The double 80 carries. Oh, the scaling, the time has come for Koi, and they want to finish the job. The ult coming out from Jankos just to delay the fight, just to stop them for now. But Koi, can they just push for the end? 38 seconds and counting left on this Baron as they look to close it here.
Yeah, I mean, Koi's in a great position right now. As you said, 30 seconds on the Baron.
Walk away. They are the victors of that exchange. 5.7K Red Bull Baron power play. Massive coming in. Can they make this team fight work? Shigenda already throwing down the ultimate. Larson over the wall. VTO now trying to finish him up in the 1v1. The knockup going to go through, but VTO isolated. VTO now all on his lonesome. Has to flash out to safety, but Mercer goes over the wall. Flacket over the wall trying to fire back. The mid
Top lane matchup. Threat now onto the tier 2 top lane. That's an easy secure.
Afford to fumble here. Shigenda on his lonesome. Can just step forward into VTO and just look to take the 1v1. Nice backstep. It's clean. The Petrifying Gaze, the only thing that could have done it. And Shigenda turns away at the perfect time. Koi can now go for the throw. Koi can look to end the game. It is only a single tower standing between them and the nexus of Team Heretics. Matters here. If he goes down, it could all fall apart. They're immediately trying to get to the backside, trying to get onto Flacket, but Gwen again immune, going golden on the stopwatch. 5 members of Koi here. Flacket will not be enough. He's doing a lot of damage, but there's too many members of Koi standing. Vamos Koi, baby! Taking the win over Team Heretics.
A strong start for Heretics. Last game.
Just with a Kog'Maw and a Braum.
Yeah. And Syndra instead of a Cassio.
Yeah, so the scaling not really matched on the side of G2. They're going to need Kog'Maw to kind of
suspicious. We use the sapling to spot out if there's any potential threat.
But it
does
doesn't
have the smite.
see him. Marcoon, does he want the objective? No, he wants the tree.
He needs to smite here if he can get it.
He get the smite, the Q, the lockup. He does manage to get it now. He needs to get out. He's got level 3 advantage. Certus collapsing. He's
gonna
go forward. Still just trying to hold on. There's no way. The passive, the auto. Oh, he's getting so many resources. They're committing so much just to try to keep Marcoon alive. Yike now on the retreat, walking back to the tower. First blood going over to Certus. But Yike
Back towards bot, threatening the dive.
to get the lock up here. Unbreakable down. They need to back away from this one, but the root is there. Mickey overstaying.
Original Trinity Force Cogmore tech.
My favorite is when people are like 5 years later, the item doesn't. Never mind, hold that thought. Yike getting pulled back into the rest of the team. 3 stacks waiting for the 4th on the Braum, but Certus is here as well. Yike is going to be in trouble. The second time he's going to die in this exact same area. There's no way out. Great game.
Would recommend.
Yeah. For now,
Dragon.
G2 using the division control to try to contest this one. Objective going to be taken away, but that's TP right behind them. Mickey's already burned the Unbreakable. Now Relevant to the backside, just going to try to tear through Hansama. Cap's going to look for the disengage. Relevant not quite quick enough. He can't see the Cinder, so he can't stop it, but the mist coming out. Irrelevant not done. Coasting, just trying to zoom in. Doss now ready to back him up. Big damage coming in for the Cinder. Can they finish off this Gwen? Oh, my. Follow up, Certus sleeping in, cleaning up kills. Cap's now under the tower. Marcoon going to drop the Herald. In the second the Herald aggros from the tower. Now SK can collapse on the Cinder. There is no way out. Clean fight, clean play. Yes, G2 get the Dragon, but that champ as we get later in the game, short of a perfect 4-man. Ooh, winner. We're going to give him sidestep credit there on the side of Caps.
Hell yeah. It's a good one from Caps.
Relevant.
Hang on. All in.
Going all in. Broken Blade doesn't win that one. Needles coming out. Snip, snip, baby. Irrelevant smack.
We even joked about it, right? Expectations coming into this game would be that G2, the heavy, clear favorites, especially with SK's recent performance.
Like denying CS is the choice.
Yep. Very common pro player move. The cannon has been lost. -1s in chat. Obviously not broken. If you don't, at some point in this cast, make a dog in me reference, I'm gonna be very, it's like, it was whatever.
Yeah, it's like, it feels a little culty to me, by the way. It's just a little weird.
Wait, Broken Blade is in danger.
Is in danger. Gwen still immune, Irrelevant.
He's still
kicking off in this fight, and here comes one more member. Herald has been been used, and Broken Blade now needs to get the hell out, but there's no room, there's no space to do so. Not quite a 1v1, but pretty damn close. Hansama and G2 gonna break open mid lane, though.
Awareness there from Irrelevant. G2 looking for a fight in mid here.
Yep. The advantage that they had previously was the tower. SK now trying to even things out. Ultimate zoning them away. The root gonna connect. There's no more cleanses now. Immediately onto the backside, firing back to the Aphelios ultimate, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Yike now needs to back away because Hansama's getting lower and lower. Certus now gonna scoop him right back up. Send the tree into the waiting arms of the rest of the team. Hansama barely getting out, but he's ticking. He's burning. Oh, Leandri's Anguish doing so much work there to finish the job, but that's the Cogmore passive. Hansama utilizing it.
In mid, trying to find a window where Irrelevant couldn't be in the fight. But they just didn't have the damage.
Yeah, G2 absolutely overforcing on the bottom side, costing them dearly, and now as we get into the mid game, they're not giving anything back to G2. No matter how many creative angles they've found thus far, SK just keeping the pressure on. Eyes on the prize, though, have to be careful here. Mickey now immediately going to fall off the Doctor Banner of the shifting sand. Certus going to get taken out one more time, and now it's Mickey into the waiting arms of X-Kick, but there's a tower there. They can't turn this back. Mickey taken out by the ultimate of X-Kick.
Trying to pick onto Certus, but this isn't going to slow down the aggression of Irrelevant. He's going to lock in another
here, so a bit more gold into his pocket. It's still a 2.6k individual gold deficit, however, as Irrelevant is a monster and is just ignoring the Syndra. Might cost him, however. Is it another shutdown over to Hansama? He still snipes him! The Needles all the way. Irrelevant trying to stand up, trying to stand strong, but Hansama getting another massive shutdown. SK biting off a bit more than they can chew on the bottom side. Pullback is there. Broken Blade looking for the 1v1 versus Marcoon, looking to take the pig out of the equation.
Question is,
the map, just take your time, just don't get engaged on the pullback. Certus is big immediately, Mickey now fishing for the ball, but it's not going to connect. TP now coming in. G2 just need to disengage. They get it from Irrelevant, though he overcommits. The Gwen disappears just like that, and this is a fight that could go in the favor of G2, but X-Kick now
saying that all this Baron does is stabilize G2. They're saying we still have good scaling, we can still win out on the team fights. They don't suddenly have an answer to
a shred through this tier 2. Will take a bit more time. Can't be by going Caps. Nice flash to the side to keep them alive. Yeah, throwing down the ultimate just to make sure that there's no potential fall, but here comes Irrelevant.
Oh,
want to keep this one going. Baron buff empowered recall by Hansama doing so much work. Mickey there to body block off to the side is Yike. Irrelevant now ghosting through. Hansama taking so much damage from the Needles. Irrelevant taking a blue buff. Yeah, skip and slash out to safety, but G2 Still coming pretty close to even in that exchange overall, taking the enemy AD carry out. Now they can continue the siege. Execute caught sleeping. Hansama doing so much damage.
Hands and Nikki were able to get that kill onto Execute was absolutely massive with the round up. Are they going to try and end it? Look, Maokai's trying to keep Relevant from getting back to base.
One more Unbreakable from Mickey can mitigate so much potential damage fall. Execute being down is big. Irrelevant having to run all the way back to base. For now,
this game for G2 to play because SK can't afford to abandon this and just choose to push down mids. But instead, they're going to contest. Broken Blade.
Backing off, trying to create space. 6K getting lower and lower. Marcoon is going to be able to get to the pit. It looks like they're not going to take the opportunity to force a fight. But now the Maokai will just come out and maybe they can look to turn. Execute trying to turn back in response. Broken Blade getting the Gwen away from the rest of his team. Oh, and Hansama! Here he comes, baby! He might not have that dog in him, but right now, Certus sure does. Shut down, baby. Over to the Kog'Maw. Shut down to Caps as well. Dominant fight.
Stayed their welcome. G2 punish it. And now with a one team fight, they're looking to end right here, right now.
Doing decent damage here, but a single mark is going to be big. The knockback. Oh, the immediate stun. Follow up, and Hansama once more. He's not happy with just an AD carry. He wants to support too. G2 out of nowhere. It was SK in the early game. It was SK in the mid game. But here at the end of the road is G2 standing tall and taking the win. SK to the enemy backline. Currently, you have none. That champion's disabled. That's why I saw that it's not allowed. That one's allowed.
Trimby's he's just messing with you. It's
in every game. That's that. Oh, please do it in a fight. That would be so funny. All right, Niski
they found
now stepping forward. No chance to do the helicopter emote as there's another fight breaking out in the meantime. Oscarin trying to go for the solo bow onto Chasey. KR speed to bid Kasante right there, baby. Oscar finding the solo.
Well, here comes Razork. No summoners.
It's a juicy trade, but is it a juicy trade? The knockback now to the waiting arms of Noah. The feathers are set up. Noah grabs a quick kill on the Carzzy. Early game, need to keep their eyes on the prize, however, as Mad Lions have actually been falling behind in a decent number of their wins and coming back to that mid to late game team fighting.
Yeah.
So
it's very much.
It's not a good early game. You're not too worried if you're a Mad Lions fan yet. Oh, the bait, the tank, the slow, the ulti! They didn't see it coming! Heist Master Niski.
I mean, it's fine, dude. Nico tricks all of us. Yeah. Dragon is now up, though. And of course, with the bot lane of Fnatic being forced back, could have been a window for Mad to start that one off, but
knockback, pull back. Nice interaction, though. Knocks him into the tower, but Oscar still back trying to get the solo. It's 1-for-1. Good play from Chasey.
Does, of course, have the TP, so he can just go back to top, catch them,
you try to bait someone
every time.
Yep. Well, this case, it looks like Humanoid's going to be the one locked up. Niski, flawless chain CC. Razork now just trying to find the disengage. Can he get anything done? Niski relatively low. Ticking a little bit here as the Demonic Embrace has been completed, but that's the stun. Now the snare falls. The flash in, though. Razork knows that he has to fight for his life here, but he can't quite finish the kill, and it's 2 in the mid lane for the Mad Lions. Meanwhile, on the top side, Bloodbath.
Tricks that you'll notice when an observer does something that indicates something's about to happen, and that was one of those where they highlight the fog. It's Mad that have control over the river. Niski,
real Niski.
Though,
it looks like fake Niski. Wait, no, it's fake Niski. Yumi hitting. Oscar. Look. Oscar found one. He's going to knock back. He pulls Carzzy into the team. Can they finish the jump? Yes, they can. No, Carzzy's still standing. Just for one auto more, but Noah throws down the feathers. Noah can now immediately follow up. Niski's going to be in trouble, but he waits. Shut down coming through for Fnatic. Oscar with the call. The play coming through for Fnatic.
E2. Oscar in it, clutching up for Fnatic. Success, of course, still the rest of the summer season to go. Oscar Rinnan now being the target of Mad Lions' aggression.
See if he can find his way out of this one. Chasey going to knock him back into Elyoya. Q3 up and available. Clean sidestep for Oscar for now. Going to dash out to safety. Only 2 stacks. Now going to force out the ultimate.
Nice.
Gets the unstoppable. Able to walk away. Jace damage is decent. Carzzy now looking to follow up a dash back into the queue, but can they get enough damage to finish it down? Oscar a nice sidestep, but there's simply too many members on the top side of the map. 1v1 Niski versus Humanoid. You saw the video at the start of the day, but it looks like Humanoid wins these. The creeps will not be enough. Orianna taking advantage in the 1v1.
Now Noah and Trimby make their way towards top. They are, of course, isolating the duo, but
Carzzy could be in trouble. Good guns for a fight, but Noah just does so much upfront damage. Now trying to mark him down. Noah getting up into the air, coming right back down. Hellsang getting sent straight to the grave. It's a double for Noah. Wow. Great time. 1v1 as well. Big for Fnatic. 20 minutes into the game. Baron right as it respawns. Greets 4 members standing.
Though could be in some danger here. Oh, he spots out Elyoya.
Just going to continue to harass here. Elyoya getting pulled back by the shockwave. What is the play here? Niski on the top side of the map, but it's a fake Niski. So there's not a lot here. There's not a play to be had. Happy to pick up the kill on Elyoya. Ziski just throws out a snare, tries to get away.
But look at the aggression here from Fnatic. They're not slowing down
Oscar
at all.
finds the cat. Oscar looking to take Hellsang out of the equation, but he takes so much damage. Gargoyle Stone Plate Oh, he was so far ahead, but he might just give his life away. Carzzy faster because of the Severum. Now getting slowed down. Oscar wants to dash over the wall. Oscar still standing, but they'll finally find the kill. But meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, it's disaster for Mad Lions. They committed so much to take Oscar down. They're going to lose.
I love it, yeah.
Isn't it the year 3000?
It's actually year 3000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stepping up, Niski off to the side. Tango Bar has been out caught in the midst of the team, trying to back off, baiting with the fake clone. But Razzle just body blocking, not giving an avenue of attack. And
a moment of hesitation there at the top of the standings, and they will be the one to stop Mad's undefeated run. The ultimate from Razzle.
Razzle isolating, now trying to get him burned down. But Chasey's so squishy, it's easy to find those kills. TP coming in from the Nico. Niski throwing down a bit of damage, getting a flash out for now. Carzzy trying to fire back a little bit. Noah gonna get the kill onto Niski with ease. Now gonna grab a tier 2 turret to boot.
Noah is godlike. 7-0-3. Quietly been picking up kills as Fnatic have just been tearing Mad apart. After securing that Baron, only 4 minutes ago, they've just been taking over the map. An inhibitor will spawn. The Dragon is up for taking. Fnatic, to his name, hasn't really been the star of this game, but don't let that take away from the fact that he has been absolutely on point. Yet to die. They were getting a couple neutrals in the other game, but that single fight from Oscar in and around the Dragon, the third Dragon, yet.
Someone believes through and through. None of that paranoia stuff. Feels like you have to do something here. You can't just give this one away. Oscar stepping up to zone anybody away. He only needs.
They don't need to wait for the Dragon. They can play around these waves. They have pushing mid, pushing top. Bot wave is making its way forward as well. Razzle a little early on the ultimate. They don't quite have nowhere there yet.
Shockwave.
But the damage.
They don't even need him. Humanoid just one-shots the top lane, or it zones the rest of the team away from clearing the wave, and Carzzy now doing what he can to clear out these minions, to keep them in the game as long as possible, because keep your eyes on Oscar in the mid lane. He's already breaking down another tower. He can start to roam over. He can fish for the angle, and he can knock Carzzy right back into the waiting arms of the rest of the team. Elyoyo still standing. Niski desperate to turn this one back, but he doesn't have the damage, he doesn't have the time, he doesn't have the life, he doesn't have anything left. Just Fnatic tear through the base of the Mad Lions. Give Hylissang one more death. 1997, 3 away now from that 2K landmark. Fnatic showing up, tying themselves to the top of the standings alongside the Mad Lions and G2 Esports.
When Fnatic last faced Mad and they got this close to the neck